Hey everybody, welcome back to Reluctantly Productive. I'm F-Baby, and this week we're taking a look at a runestone route in Western Skyrim. We're going to start at the Frozen Coast Way Shrine. You can see when I click on the heat map mode there that this is a incredibly dense area for runestone nodes. This is one of the few areas in the game that actually has a decent amount of runestone nodes very close together. It is good for farming because nobody comes out to Western Skyrim. But yeah, we're just going to run a loop. You'll see that this is a very short loop. I believe the entire time I take is about 9 minutes. And I'm only tracking Kudas and Mundanes, but I will be stopping to grab every resource that is kind of in my path. As always, I don't believe you should pass up resources. I do think that you should grab everything that you can along the way. You never know when you're going to find something, although obviously here in Western Skyrim, being a DLC zone, we have no chance of getting ethereal dust. So we're going to get started on that. Mundane runes are, of course, valuable for furnishings. I would say right now at this is March 1st when this is coming out. I would say hold on to your mundane runes if you can. If you have like stacks of thousands of mundane runes, and of course sell some. But if you can otherwise hold on to your runes, I'd hold on until the chapter comes out, chapter 42, or not chapter 42, but whatever the new chapter is. Because usually, and this is big asterisk because the markets can be unpredictable, but usually Heartwood and mundane runes go up a ton right when a new chapter comes out, as people are getting new plans, and then people are, wanting to build new furnishings. They want to show off their new stuff, etc. The housing market in ESO is crazy. I guess the housing market in real life is crazy, but the housing market in ESO is crazy, and the furnishing mat prices for especially Mundane and Heartwood, the others don't seem to be as heavily affected. I mean, Regulus will go up a little bit, but you're never going to sell Bast and, clean hides or whatever for very much money. Anyway, they go up when a chapter comes out. This is true for most resources as well, most other resources, if you can afford it. I know a lot of people are in trade guilds that have minimums, myself included. There are also people who feel like they need to be selling all the time, but I would start looking at putting a chunk aside for your chapter 2, man, I can't remember the number of this chapter, whatever. For your next chapter update. It's not for a few months. Obviously, I think it comes out either late May or early June. But when that chapter drops, you'll see that resource prices generally go up, barring there being something in the chapter. Like maybe there's an NPC who just sells mundane runes, and then in that case, the value will completely tank. But since they haven't done that yet, I'm just going to advise holding on to a little bit of this wealth. Otherwise, this route is straightforward. There's almost no enemies along the route if you are careful. You won't see other players out here. There's nobody really out in Western Skyrim when there's not an event. So it's a fine place to be. For Harrowstorm hunting, people generally go to the Reach. So there's not really an impetus to be out here. And so you'll have this zone generally to yourself. And I think that's about it. I don't have a book review this week because I've been busy doing a bunch of other stuff and getting ready for a couple upcoming trips. So I didn't have time to finish anything. I'm about 3/4 of the way through Philip Roth's American Pastoral. I've never read any of his work before. It's very interesting, but that'll be, I guess, a video for maybe next week. So yeah, here we are at the end. You can see I only got about 13 mundane runes. But it's still, it's nice. It's a nice little haul. And I didn't grab any Kudas this time. That is unfortunate. I ran across a few Platinum nodes, a few Ancestor Silk nodes. But other than that, we're just focusing on the runes. So that's it for this week. Thank you guys for watching and have a good week. I'll catch you next time.